Join back in again. Joy, and now we're heading outside the church because now we have to go to the judgment house.
Demons.
Looks like we've got demons downstairs. Or a demon, I should say. Right down blocking my way. Of course. The cat ran off, so I can't use him to get out of here.
Nope.
You're looking this way.
Can you possess the officer?
Yeah, but I don't think I can get close enough. Yeah, I see you, ugly.
Oh no. It's got you.
Ah, that's another way to hide.
I told you, you're gonna have to probably possess the officer.
Mm-hmm. Have to wait until he's looking that way.
Not yet.
Oh, welcome back, guys.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a hard one.
Yeah, this is not gonna be as easy. I don't have really any hiding spots.
And go, 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 go. Once he turns the other way, then pop out.
And QT. Gotcha.
Nice.
Alright. Now to get back out of here.
And don't mind the crunching in the background. I'm just eating Cheetos.
Yeah, if you heard that, my wife's just crunching on some Cheetos in the background. Hope you guys don't mind.
Everyone else needs to get some popcorn.
Poltergeist and possess. Because otherwise, there are demon hands that come out of there and try to get us. And we're still clear here. Yeah.
Wait, is that a ghost bride and groom?
It's from our story. It's Ronan and Julia
Oh.
from when we were first here.
Huh.
This is where they got married.
Very nice.
I'm just glad I don't have to deal with any more demons down here other than the demon hand spawns. And saving. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Good.
Do some ghost thing and get me out of this. Come on.
Trust me. You're better off this way. The killer was after you.
Oh. What happened in there?
He didn't suffer.
You're lying.
He died protecting innocent people. That's all you need to know.
Died because of me.
Hey. You know, pleading insanity isn't going to help you much on 2 counts of trespassing and felony escape. So you can drop the crazy act, all right?
Rex, man, give her a break.
You have anything to say for yourself? No? That's what I thought. We'll figure out what to do with you at the station.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Joy, tell him what we found. They need to know it all. You gotta find a way to convince him.
Where are you going?
The killer left a clue about the ancient mansion we saw at the museum. Tell Rex about that too. It's probably the killer's place.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, I think she is safer in custody. At least as long as, for now, as long as Rex is at least watching her, I think she'll be alright. Yeah, Rex is carting Joy off to custody. I know the harsh thing of losing your freedom, but it's better than losing your life.
Indeed.
Yeah.
In
If
some
you caught
instances.
my first couple streams, our main character Ronan here, he was actually first really against the law before he was able to become a cop. He had a pretty rough childhood and did some real not so good things.
I don't think in real life that you can be an officer if you have
Technically, you
background.
can't because the criminal background keeps you from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But Ronan had help by Rex, and his criminal background was hidden when he applied, and was able to get in that way.
Okay, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, real life that wouldn't fly.
Yeah, no, in real life, no chance. But having someone in the inside like that may give you a little bit of help, but still.
School children.
Alright, now we gotta go to the Judgment House. Can't go through anything ghost, so gonna drop down here.
Look, ghost fish.
Yeah, whole rack of ghost fish.
Now we just need a ghost cat to eat the ghost fish.
Of course, ghost barbecue. That's right. This is one I got right at the beginning. Judgment House, here we come. I'm hoping I can find the rest of the graffiti before I finish this, so that I can have a full completion on this, but graffiti's not always easy to find. Although I don't think I have very much left in terms of them to find, if I remember correctly. Yeah, look at side cases. I have 5 left. Not 100% sure, but if anybody watching knows where some of them might be on the way to and from our next locations, go ahead and put it in the chat. It would definitely help me out. I'm trying to get a 100% completion with all the stories. I've found some of them around here. There we go. Judgment House. There might be a couple in the Judgment House. And just to give you a
I always
heads up,
heard this place was such an interesting museum back in its heyday. Now it's just a place propped up by rusty nails and rumors. A place you wouldn't dare your worst enemy to go into. Alright, there it is, Judgment House. Huh. Maybe this abandoned place isn't so abandoned after all.
And a police car.
I hate it when I'm right.
Okay. We just got ghosted. The door shut behind us. Ghost getting ghosted. That is such a weird thing to say.
Well, also because, like, that term nowadays is used for other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still not 100% sure what it means, because we're old and we're not hip. cool with the times.
Yeah, I have no idea. I just meant it as,
Oh.
okay, so that's something I'll have to reveal once I'm up there. Just making sure I'm not missing anything down here. Doesn't look like I can go anywhere. I can exit, but let's go upstairs. Alright, so far, what I'm doing when I do this is it helps me be able to make sure there's no demons up ahead so I can kind of see where they're at. But we're going to go ahead and reveal this. Looks like we already have one of our collectibles right here. Let's reveal it and see what it is. And 10 more to uncover the story. Ashes to Ashes. It looks like it was like a seance kit, like candles and a book. Oh, another plaque. Oh, some poem written on the wall. She who does the devil's dance shall drop and crack and sway and jig upon the rope, perchance the devil's dues to pay. I wonder if that's like a poem about how they would hang some of the witches.
Maybe.
Just want to see and make sure I don't miss anything over here. So I can go in here. There's something cracking. Oh, another one of life and after. I asked Ronan today if he believed we go on after we die. He wondered if I meant like heaven or like ghosts. I told him I meant ghosts, and he just laughed and didn't say anything. I'm going to take that as a no. So I wonder if she believed in ghosts. If only she knew what he knows now.
Yep.
Still clear. Another poem on the wall. A natural bridge of ghost and flesh. You harvest souls as though a friend. You cut with scythe, with pitchfork thresh, until you meet your righteous end. Huh. Some interesting stuff here. You guys see the ghost that was there for like a split second? Just want to make sure I'm not going to my objective quite yet. If you haven't caught my other streams, I usually try and check around for the little collectible artifacts like this as I go through, so I can unlock the hidden stories from the artifacts. 9 more. I think my end-all be-all objective is the one back there to the right. So as long as I don't go too far down this way, I should be okay. Don't want to hit it quite yet. So maybe just to be safe, I might look more in here. Wait, there's something. Huh. The other one of these. So just 8 more. one I can pass through too. Oh yeah, because this is where the... Oh, that person had like a IV drip hooked to him.
Ooh, it's a like hospital.
Wonder if there was like an in-home patient at one point in here?
Maybe.
Like someone was really sick?
Mm.
Nothing in this little hallway. Nothing in the bathtub this time.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other places we were in, I think it was the apartment building, there was a ghost chilling in one of the bathtubs. He had put a what was it? I think it was like a little, no, it was a radio. He put the radio in the bath with him.
Oh, yeah. The one who committed suicide.
Yeah. Oop. Not yet, because I know that's right next to where we gotta go. Still nothing there. And this is the last room before we go to our objective. This place is creaking like there's ropes or chains somewhere holding someone. Oh. Here we go. Usually when it says remove something, there's usually something good behind it. Alright, before we go into the room, hopefully we can grab this other poem. Yep. Poem number 3. Let man beware who keeps so foul a witch from a harm beneath his wing. She casts her spell upon his soul and wreaks damnation's reckoning. Huh. You guys ready? Here it goes. Okay. Thought this was like main story, but I guess we gotta collect this one last thing. So before I grab it, oh, it's actually in there. Okay. So check here real quick. Grab this. Only 2 more info about the killer left and we'll have them all. To rid the land of nature's guilt through exercise of power requires more vigilance than thou wilt. 'Tis always judgment hour. So why is the killer all of a sudden sounding like back in colonial, like old English? Thou wilt.
I don't know.
Guess we'll find out soon.
Yeah, definitely weird.
There we go.
Holy shit. Look at all this crap. What is this? Oh, fresh paint. This one's just been done.
The witch who flew from her own mother, herself a witch, herself in flight, shall meet her death like so many other, and leave both realms this very night.
Oh, Joy. Just like her mom.
That's about Joy. This looks
Sorry about that. The killer is focused on Joy. Yeah.
Killer's war room.
Alright, now it's time to see what the Bell Killer's been trying to focus on. Alright. personal items. A collection of what seemed to be personal items taken from the Bell killer's victims, maybe. Murderous past. This map shows the locations of all of his murders, but in far more detail than the police know. Kind of gutsy having that stuff kind of just lying around. Execution device. These are the methods the killer used to murder the victims and how each one of them died. Can't tell if he's consistent or schizophrenic. Schizophrenic.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Alright. I wonder if I should check out what's in there first. That did not work like I was trying to do. Don't think I can teleport in there, so it's gotta be... Okay. That I think we'll have to do later. I think I was going a little ahead of myself there for a second. Great. Well, at least we know what's coming. We got some demons ahead. Third hanging victim discovered. Bizarre hangings in 3 recent murders harken back to Salem's shameful past. Huh. This is a paperback from 1940. Witch trial similarity. Salem has a history of killers apparently referencing the witch trials similar to the Bell killer. Is it the same person constantly, or is it a copycat each time? What do y'all think? Another one from 1903. The devil made me do it. Mayor Stutter deflects blame after being charged with a series of torturous murders. So even a judge is claiming that someone else made him do it after he went on a murderous rampage.
Don't know that 100% though.
There were torturous killings in Salem over 100 years ago. Dang. It's been a long time this stuff's been going on.
Similar murders, multiple killers, decades apart. Is this a string of copycats of a conspiracy?
Similar murders have been happening in Salem for over a century. Is this a string of copycat killers? Or is it the same person?
What else did you hide in this house, you freak? What was that?
We already know there's demons over in the other part of the rooms. I thought I saw... Yeah.
The vibrations I'm getting from this house are off the charts. It's like the museum. The old violence tries to take over the new. I have to tell Officer Baxter about this. This could be a vital piece.
Joy's mother senses unusual spirit activity in Judgment House. Unusually strong, unusually metrolic, and just plain unusual. And we found all her little journals. So that's one check off. Now I gotta figure out how I can take these guys out so I can keep searching for my other ones. Yeah, you're coming this way, aren't you? Okay, looks like we're safe in this room. Kind of look around while we're safe just to see if there's anything else. Looks like in that next room there's a crow I can use to get at least one of them. Let's see if one comes into that room, we'll know. I think he's going to. Yep, with you distracted. Got you, punk. It doesn't look like the other ones come close enough for this to work for them. But he does go right to that door. So I want to make sure I don't miss any of the collectibles down here. I think if I go... Yeah, I think the next time when he goes that way, I think I can get behind him. Oh, damn it. He goes through the wall. No, is this my first death? Oh. Okay, gotta go a different way about that. I didn't know he passed through a wall. Oh no, now they're both back.
Gotta start over.
Ah.
I know, it sucks.
It's saved from when I picked up the journal, though. I at least know how to get this dude. Come in here, distract, walk back, and wait. Might have to get the other one from the other side. So I remember seeing another crow. And while we're at it, another one of these. The only downside is I don't see any of the things to hide in near him. Which makes things a little bit more tricky. goes that way. Use that. So when he comes back in, that'll help distract him. And I'll be able to get him. Gotcha, punk. Yeah. Got another one of the collectibles. Just 5 more needed now. Alright, I know when we were in the hallway. Yeah. Geez, music, can you get any more? Oh, another one of Julia's thoughts. Just 3 more of hers and we'll finish this one too. It's like I don't even know him, and I felt so close, but to a man in my imagination, I would think that something like a criminal record should really come up earlier in a relationship. It's not even his past that is keeping me away now. It's that he didn't tell me right away. He said his tattoos made it obvious, but I don't know. Not obvious enough, I guess. It might be too late for us. Ouch. Her thoughts are all scrambled, but... Alright, before I go down the stairs, because it's obviously what that is, let's look around a little more now that we don't have the demons trying to kill us. This is where I just use this to distract the one. This is where I found the one collectible in. Nothing in here. This isn't quite the room that we started in, but it's one of the first rooms. I don't see anything else here. Good thing is they don't respawn after you exercise them. They don't respawn. At least I haven't had them do it yet. Hopefully, knock on wood, I didn't just jinx myself for that. But as of right now, it looks like I may have combed this place completely. Let's see if there's... Oh! Good thing I did look a little more. More of the ashes to ashes. I think this is our last collectible story, too. If I remember correctly. Let's see, I think it's this one. Yeah. Ashes to ashes. It's our last one. 8 of 8. We need 4 more to go. This is back in this one with this crow, where we found the one back there. And this is the hallway leading to the stairs. So I think we did a complete calm circle of here. So let's go ahead and head downstairs. No demons on the horizon as of yet. That music, can it get any more creepy and foreboding? Wait, I can go in there? Oh, it's a good thing I did, too. It's 1 more. 3 more to go. Alright, now. Man, that keeps sounding like someone's breaking something. Alright, looks like we're all clear still for now. Before I go to that collectible, let's look around a little more again. Open door means we can go in. I think this is actually where we found that other one. Looks like I can't go through that wall. Oh look, sitting in the bathroom. Interesting place to hold that seance in the bathroom.
Had to summon the toilet ghost from Harry Potter, don't you know?
Alright, looks like I can't face to that back wall, so I'm right there. More of Salem's history. Just need 2 more of those plaques, too. The small kitchen area inside the house was used by servants for tea preparation, but not for major meals. Those were prepared by slaves in a detached kitchen. Because of the danger of kitchen fires in colonial times, the danger of fire was very real and common. The house probably had half a dozen different kitchens in its time, and there is none left standing on the grounds today. Oh, that's interesting. So they would do separate outside kitchens to make sure that it wouldn't catch the house on fire. Can't go in there from there. I was looking to see if I could remove the door, but it didn't give me that option. So I might have to do it from the other side. And the freaking music keeps getting even more foreboding as we move along. Yep, as I thought. I had to go from this side to get in there. Don't see anything else here, but since I can't phase through the walls, let's see if we can reveal anything. Haven't seen any of the little markings on the ground revealing that she has any of her stuff there. Oh, only 2 more of Julia's thoughts left now. Sometimes that man can be an insensitive beast. I know he's got pressures at work, but home is the place where you let go of all those things. It'll be better tomorrow, I know. But for now, I'm done thinking about it. Huh. Hopefully we can find the rest of those before this game ends. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Don't think I did, but... never know. Alright. Looks like we're still clear. Still free to search and scavenge. And I spoke too soon.
Demons.
Man, with this many demons coming around, you would think we're getting close to the end game. And he's right in that other room. Man, there's a lot of them here this time. There's 4 of them total. Ooh, another one's in this room too. So you go that way. You both come in this room, in this big room here. Okay, you kind of do your loop that way. You will loop in and out of that door. come in and cross together right there. And each separate. And you're looking this way at that time. Don't make it easy on me, do they? You come back through pretty quickly, too. I think while he goes that way, before he comes back, I'm gonna hit this. See if I can get at least one of them distracted by it. Maybe him while the other one. Yep. Now run! No, don't want to do that. That would have gotten me killed. A little bit more gutsy with that one because I needed him out of my way. Now I can actually search around in here. This looks like a courtroom. Well, I guess this is a judge's house, so it would kind of make sense that he would have a courtroom in here.
Yeah.
Those two are not in this area, so I think I should be okay. Trials were held in there. Is that going to be a... Hold on, I'll bring that back up in a second. I want to get back enough to where I don't have the chance of one of them seeing me, possibly. February 4th, 1693. The witches are all released, and Governor Phipps will not permit further prosecution. Yet it is this girl I fear most. I did threaten her with pressing, and with glee she did tell me of the tortures of her own father, who pressed and ducked her unto drowning. Would she not accuse his enemies? So I am not the first man to use this creature. And she is not afeared of my rebukes. Those who see the spirits of unnatural worlds are as conjurers to her, and she will not be dissuaded in her pursuit of them. She must be destroyed by any available measure of the law. So there was a witch he was trying that wanted to get rid of people that so they could see spirits. Why would someone...
Don't know.
Why would someone accused of being a witch want to get rid of other so-called witches?
Don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
More of Salem's history, which I only have one more of those. The parlor of the judge's house, what we would call the living room, was one of the more spacious indoor areas available for holding trials. the witch trials were sometimes held here and sometimes in another public building, such as a tavern. Having witch trials in a bar. That's interesting. Let's see. I see places to hide in here, so probably a good thing to do. Far away from the door for now until I can figure out where that other demon goes. Looks like he's in that other room. So I think I'm okay to look in here. It doesn't look like there's anything here. Does this one come out at all? If they both go into the same room, I'm screwed if I try to go after that one. You know what? I'm gonna be... Oh, they're both in the same room. Whew. That was close. Alright, so you're there now. Now you're coming this way. Now you should be heading further that way. Now you should be heading away. Gotcha. Now I'm all clear. Coast is clear, people. Coast is clear. There was a distract thing here I could have used for that last one, but oh well. Let's see. Okay, so this is... yeah, this is the one I used for the first group. And this had the two things over here.
This is taking forever. Not the stream. I'm just going through my Instagram and blocking like half of the 400 followers because I didn't realize how many of them were all spam.
Another one of Julia's thoughts. Just one more left. What stopped me from saying yes to Ronan? Maybe it's marriage in general. I always thought I'd just be an independent woman in this world. I may not have possessed this possibility enough, processed this possibility enough, my bad. But I can't let him go. Can't. So this must have been after she said nothing the first time Ronan asked her to marry him.
Yep.
Alright, so teleport back out. Teleported right into a wall.
To the wall, to the window, to the wall.
Alright, and we've already checked that room. This is the one we were hiding in to get the demons. Kind of going room to room to double check on the... Whoa, hold on. There's a way through there? This is a completely enclosed little room. Which leads into another completely closed off room that has one of our collectibles. And we only need one more now to get it.
Trophy.
It says we got a trophy. It's because that we had done one other playthrough before this, just not a 100% trying to get.
I played
yeah, my
through
wife played through it.
Yeah, I played through it the first time, but I was more scared of the demons and I didn't want to die, so I was just like rushing through it really quick.
Where I've been more taking them out and trying to discover more stuff. So I'm trying to do a complete discovery playthrough. playthrough. Yeah, if I can talk tonight, that would be great. Why does it keep trying to push me in a different direction? That is so weird. Have we been, oh, this was that big room that the two were in that dissected. Let's see, let's go to the hallway. This is the big judge's room. And we got the first two items from. Oh, the wallpaper is falling off on some of the walls. Alright, this is back in that big room. Just before we go down, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. I think this was the... yeah, this was the first. This is that wall where we got the little artifact from, so... I think we're now good to go down to the next level where the stairs are leading, because I don't see anything else here. Nothing on the wall. There's been no marks for graffiti anywhere. Let's still kind of check the walls. That's not glowing. Oh, here goes. And could that be any more foreboding music, people?
Creepy.
Oh my God, Baxter? I should have been the one that stopped you.
Dun dun dun.
Ronan? What the hell is going on, you sick bastard? Why'd you do it? Why'd you bring back the witch trials and kill all those innocent girls? You think I'm the Bell Killer? Are you insane? You never killed anyone. You gotta help me. What is this place? We gotta get out of here. Oh, we gotta get out of here. All of a sudden, we're buds. You need to tell me what's going on here.
Oh yeah, there's a pass between them. Let's see, what should I ask first? Who killed you, or what are you doing here?
Maybe what were you doing here? Give him the third.
What were you doing here?
Following a lead. I never dropped the case. Had this psychic, Cassandra, working with me. And we figured out the Bell Killer is hunting mediums. Like a witch trial execution copycat. At that point, we couldn't let it go. Even after Rex demoted me.
So that's why you're at the museum.
He asked where Cassandra is, since he mentioned her.
Yeah,
Joy's mom.
do that.
Do you know where Cassandra is? Is she still alive?
Last I checked, yeah. I took her to a safe house outside of town.
Oh my God, she's alive. I was sure she'd be dead too. Joy would be freaking ecstatic. She shouldn't end up alone.
No. Ask him.
Cassandra ever bring up her daughter?
Wouldn't shut up about her. We looked for Joy for days, but it was too risky. Cassandra has been begging me to track Joy down, but I haven't found her yet.
You're not gonna believe this. Joy's been helping me tonight.
Figures a cop like you would need help to get this far.
You mean like what? The help you got from her mom?
Oh, those two. And now finally, who killed you?
So, who killed you?
The Bell Killer, you idiot. But I didn't get a good look at his face.
Where's the killer now?
Where's the killer?
No idea. He could be anywhere, but when we fought, he said something I didn't understand at all.
Wait. The killer actually talked?
Not much, but I think I hit a nerve. I told that bastard he'd be dead soon, but he said, I already know death.
And then something about his instrument of death will kill again tonight.
My instrument of death? But he kills different ways every time. I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
We gotta figure out what that means. All right, you get back to Cassandra. Make sure she's still safe and bring her back to the station.
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna quickly check out the cellar and come up with a plan.
Here we go.
I hope.
Another investigation. The killer is planning another murder tonight with his instrument of death.
Dun dun dun.
And here's some of the clues that popped up as we were talking. The Bell killer murdered Baxter in the Judgment House cellar. And here, I was kind of thinking it might have been Baxter, but at the same time, he's working with a medium. If it was him, you would think she would have had something in her journals. But, I mean, kind of shows why he's been acting weird and looking for the two of them. Baxter knew Joy this entire time and was trying to find her and make sure she was safe. So at least he wasn't trying to find them to hurt them like we originally thought, but...
Yeah.
Cassandra in a safe house. Baxter moved Cassandra to a safe house outside of town when the Bell killer threat against her became real. Which was a good idea. He moved her out of town. Alright. Let's see. Looks like I am clear for demons at the moment. So it's safe to say I can look around for other clues. Although that freaking music is making me nervous. Still no marks or anything. Still checking the walls just in case. Oh, looks like we found a little workshop over here.
No offense to some of these people that follow me, like this one person, all they literally post is selfies. Like inspirational quotes and selfies.
Looks like I got close to where I need to do my investigation. I'm just trying to see, make sure I can find that other... Oh, looks like that's where I gotta go. So hopefully our last one is there. Otherwise I'm gonna have to backtrace. Oh, our last Salem history. Colonial cellar plaque. The cellar in the home of a judge was often the temporary jail for prisoners awaiting trial. This custom was certainly in practice here, where witch trial suspects were held awaiting the judgment of Judge Hawthorne. Long-term holding facilities were unnecessary in these cases, as the penalty for witchcraft under English law was always death. So, if you were found guilty, you died regardless. There was no life in prison or anything like that. It was just straight, nope, you're out of here. Looks like I gotta continue on to be able to find more of my... Oh, looks like there's... Oh, it looks like... Oh, this is part of our investigation.
Everything from the looks of it.
As we finish this, I'm going to take a quick... Yep, that's what I was hoping to find. Everybody ready for story time?
Oh, you found all of them?
This will be the last one.
Okay.
And there's a skeleton laying next to it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright, here goes the last hidden story in the game.
Salem wasn't the most exciting place for a couple of rambunctious 13-year-olds. And playing with my friends after school, they usually required a healthy dose of imagination to spice up the underwhelmingly bleak landscape. To us, Salem's history was just a bunch of creepy stories and tourist attractions. I mean, witches didn't exist. We all knew that. That's why Robbie Barnes was the laughingstock of the entire school. I mean, he actually believed that they were real. Looking back, I wish I hadn't teased him so much. Maybe then he'd still be alive. I forget which one of my friends actually came up with a plan to prank Robbie, but it didn't take him long to get us all on board. My job was to find an example of an old spell. I mean, it took me all of 15 minutes. And the library had practically every book ever written on the subject. The next step involved the Judgment House. It sat up on the hill, abandoned. Everyone said it was haunted. What made it even creepier were the rumors that Judge Hawthorne burned the remains of accused witches in the house's various fireplaces. That's where Robbie comes in. We dared him to sneak into the Judgment House in the middle of the night and collect a handful of ashes from each of the fireplaces. Then he'd have to light some candles, sprinkle the ashes, and read the spell. We told him that if done correctly, the spell would supposedly blow out all the candles. If he agreed to do all this and the candles so much as flickered, we would promise to stop making fun of him. We could see that he was scared, but to his credit, he agreed to go through with it. What we didn't tell him was that we had set up a hidden camera to catch all the hilarity on tape. The next day, Robbie didn't come into school. We assumed he had chickened out and was too embarrassed to face the music. Then I heard that Robbie went missing. I felt the chill run down my spine as I retrieved the tape from our hidden camera. I pressed play and fast forward until I saw Robbie. He was doing just as we instructed him to. But then, a shadowy figure crossed in front of the camera. Robbie turned in horror just as the camera cut to static. When the image finally returned, Robbie was gone. And the only sign that anything had happened at all was the now smoldering fireplace over in the corner.
Dang.
That's not good.
So they accidentally did a summoning spell, it sounds like.
Again, children, this is why you don't play with things you don't understand. And I'm sorry if people are watching and they're adults, but the same goes for you too.
Alright. Now let's get back to the investigation. Oh. This looks like a really mad person. It's definitely stern. Looks like he's accusing somebody. Looks like he's judging someone like...
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
Righteous man. The angry man points in the cell and claims to his accused that punishment is due. Huh. And there's candles here. I bet these did almost nothing to combat the darkness down here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those little candles in this deep, dark, dungeon-like room. Yeah, there's no way.
I think you have to reveal the hands on the ground. The person.
Oh, bell killer symbol. Who drew this? The bell killer symbol was once drawn in the cell, but by whom?
Dun dun. Dun.
Wait, isn't that the girl at the beginning of this story?
Yep. Dun 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 dun.
She's imprisoned. Pleading.
you stood for justice. How is this just?
Abigail was held prisoner and thought this punishment was unjust. She felt her punishment here was unjust. Makes it feel more like a dungeon than a prison. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Checking to see if there was any graffiti down here. Can't walk over that pile. Still need two more. Remember something? Oh yeah, there's a prison inside a prison.
A cage.
Why would you need a cage? Why would you need to cage someone who is already locked in a tiny cell?
Because they're dangerous.
Unless they were harboring more than one person.
Where would that clue be?
No rest for the wicked. That looks even less comfortable than the beds I had in prison. Yeah. That looks like it sucked.
Okay, now I think you can go find the answer because we got all the clues.
What happened down here? Prison Abigail? Righteous judge.
The symbol, maybe?
Symbol on the cell.
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
I thought you stood for justice. How is this just?
The courts are not a place for your murderous whimsy. You are a corrupt heathen. The families of those innocent souls you executed through false accusation of witchcraft will exact their righteous justice tonight.
False accusation?
What is that nonsense you draw?
My mark will burn like a brand in the flesh of this town. If it takes me to the ends of eternity, I will personally make the bell toll for every witch in Salem.
Dun dun dun.
Why?
She was the real killer.
The guy who killed me is Abigail. She might be the Bell Killer. How is that possible? I gotta get out of here and figure out how to track her down.
Abigail is the Bell Killer? But how could she be?
Dun dun dun.
How could a ghost kill people?
So did anyone else suspect that she was the killer all along?
Did anyone else think that?
Damn.
Because it sure didn't seem like that on the way up.
Now the question is, how did she do it?
And is she really the killer? Or is it someone else taking on her symbol?
Dun dun dun. Okay, I'll stop with the dun duns.
I don't think there's anything else here because I've looked and I can't find any of her graffiti. I haven't even been able to see.
Oh.
Wait.
Rex is missing. It could be going down right now. But you take Joy,
Yeah, why is Rex missing now?
Where would Abigail take Joy? No, she already at the Judgment House. Maybe? I think it might be that one. Click the button. already at the Judgment House. What's the witness's destination? Is it that one?
Church attic, Abigail. Is it this one? Abigail is the bell killer, but how could she know?
No.
Killer's destination, the church.
It's
no new leads.
No, it's gotta be from the note. Okay, never mind. Dang it. My memory is not so good. Ew. Yeah, we already got that one. I guess it should be that one. Right.
Instrument of death, meaning her death, where she was killed. The gallows at the museum. Hang on, kid. I'm on my way.
Investigation, the bell killer's hideout completed.
Dun dun. Yay.
Track down Abigail, the killer has Joy at the museum. If Abigail is the killer, then her instrument of death is the gallows at the museum.
Alright, I think it's the final showdown. It's the final countdown. No.
Alright, let's see our side quests real quick. I still need 5 of...
5 of what?
5 of the graffiti.
Do you think they're in the museum?
I don't know. I think that's the only side quest other than there's
need
one more of hers
and 2 more of the killer things. But they might be in, I think those ones might be in the museum.
I don't know. Does anybody know where some of the side stuff is? Hopefully we don't have to run into any more demons while we're getting out of this place. I can remember my way out. Another thing I can think of is if there's more stuff somewhere throughout the town that I missed. I think I looked back here. Yeah, this is where I came down here at. Probably shouldn't just go running into places like full blown. I'll end up running into a demon. Find more of the graffitis, but I didn't see anything in here. There was no symbols on the ground as if there were. Because normally in this thing, if she has any of the... It's gotta be somewhere in town. and saving at the same time. Oh. Alright, so our main objective is going back to the Salem History Museum, but I think that's going to be kind of one of those end-all be-all, can't turn back kind of things. So I need to try to find my last bit of clues before I get there so I can make sure I get all that, but I'm not 100% sure where they're all at, because I need 5 more of her graffiti, and they're hidden throughout the city, as well as there's, like, what I mean by graffiti is, I mean, there's 5 more of these hidden around here somewhere that I have to find. The ghost graffiti from the little girl, Abigail. As long as I don't go to my destination, I should be able to find it. Usually when I walk up against the walls, it'll say reveal, so I can reveal it. I have a feeling I've looked down here once already. I didn't see anything. But that looks like there should be one, because I can faintly see something in the wall.
If it gets to where it's too long, you'll have to probably look it up.
Yeah. You know what, so I'm not just wandering around aimlessly. I might just go ahead and look it up real quick, but I might for fun see where this guy leads me. Wait, I remember. I think I remember doing this.
What? Yeah, doing the cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is, I think when you found that one crazy ghost lady.
Oh yeah, it's when I got stuck up on the railing, isn't it?
Yep. Yep.
Because there was a... No, this is where there was one of the gas cans right here.
Can you just drop down?
Nope. Not letting me this time.
Well, you're screwed. Unless Mr. Kitty can go back up. Oh no!
Thank you. Alright. Give me just a few moments, folks. I'm just gonna look up where these last things are, hopefully.
We need to have, like, elevator music or something, or Commercial break. No, wait, that's from Gumball. No copyright.
I wonder if that ever did count the first one. The one that was in the apartment. I think it did. Actually, I can check and see. Coffins, dunking chairs, staircase, demons, cannon, sacrifice, pillory, baptism, mansion, caught, hours, poppet, storm, quest, in her hands, burning, darkness, stone. Wait, I never got the one. Oh.
Where did you miss it?
Well, I didn't see Gallows, right? That's in the first apartment, but if I remember my way around, there was one in the police station I missed too. I hope that's. Don't want to go to the museum yet. Want to go? Yeah, the museum's that way. This is the police station. It still does the little intro of us coming in here. Because there was one in one of the cells that I didn't get, which I'm kind of surprised that I didn't get it.
It can happen.
It's here in the ground floor. Just gotta remember where the cells are. I think they're in here. See, I saw this symbol and I couldn't figure out where it was. It's on the back wall of one of these cells. And there's ghost graffiti in your cell, bro. All fiery and authority do not make purity. Alright. I wish I could fast travel, that way I can just go to my next location, but I can't really do that.
Yeah, no fast travel. You have to run everywhere.
Because it doesn't look like it counted the one that she drew at the beginning in the apartment building.
Oh, weird.
I'm trying to get the Codex Achievement Trophy. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, on the second floor. Oh, okay. Since we're here now. Wait. I'm trying to remember this gas station that. Okay. Gotta go this way as if we're going to that, but we're not going to go back there. Instead, I'm gonna go this way, back to the very beginning of the game. Maybe this will also help when I look up where the rest of them are. I might be able to. I think I passed it. Yeah. There's no marker except for the broken. Hope this isn't too boring for you guys. You again, creeper. If you missed my one of my first stream, oh no, it's this guy. He's just standing here looking at everything.
I'm sure you saw the whole thing, and that makes you special. Always looking out the window, sticking your nose in everyone else's business.
Huh.
Honey, they can probably hear you talking through the ceiling.
At least this time I don't have to worry about demons in here. Yeah. Okay, this is the very first one that we start with. But there's one right here that I didn't know about.
Oh, there's the gallows.
Whoops, wrong button. Gallows. Justice and injustice are equally blind. Alright, now that we found those two, well, that's not gonna help me. Looks like I'm gonna have to do a search. Do you want to do the look up for me? See if you can. Sorry about the kind of slow. Yeah, I got the coffins one. I got stone, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, I got stone. Burning. Yeah, I got that one already. I'm still looking. Got that one.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. I know I keep apologizing, but sorry, I'm just trying to get a completion on this codex. Dunking chair. Demons.
Anyone else knows where stuff is, please post it in the chat.
Oh yeah, pop it, I have that one. Yeah. Yeah, I got that one. Demons. Cannon, got it.
Found it.
No, that's one I already have. And this is the one that I just got. It took this person a second to try to get it. Judge. Graveyard. What? have that one, okay. Hold the phone. Oh, that's one I don't have.
Found one.
Yep, found one that I don't have.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna take a little nap because my coffee is wearing off.
Having a caffeine crash.
Yep. No, more like 2 months of no sleep crash.
Kinda wish there was a map in this place.
No map. No map for you.
Alright. Trying to remember which way the cemetery is.
It's past the weird floating severed hand and feet.
There it is. Because there was one in a certain part of the cemetery that I didn't know there was anything in it. Because I don't remember seeing any marks on the ground. And at least for this, I can at least do somewhat of a shortcut. Because there's a spot where I can teleport to get to where it is. Just have to get to that spot. I believe I can teleport across. Because I thought it was going to let me do it. This is the way we come over here.
Isn't there a bridge?
I was trying to get to the spot where what's it called? The one chick's body was
yeah.
dunked.
The one murdered girl.
Yeah, I was trying to get there. Because that's where the one is. But no, now I have to run through all of this.
That's okay. People who didn't get to see the cemetery yet can say hello to all the ghosts.
You can see all the
Wave to the ghosts.
all the areas I had to go to get through this.
Yeah, and if you didn't catch the other streams, they're up on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So you can watch them and get all caught up.
And if you missed any of the streams prior to this, they are all uploaded to my YouTube as well. I think I actually needed to go there. Come down. Where did I just go? Yeah, I just went to a circle. I second guessed myself and went the wrong way.
Yeah, I remembered this area. It is really confusing in the
maze in
yeah,
the like
in the
hospital.
House, yeah, the hospital house thing. Because I remember I had trouble with it when I played through. There are stairs there.
Yeah, there is a shortcut through here though. Oh. Yeah, you know, we have to come down here. It's through here.
Ah. Secret. Whoa.
There is death, and what comes after death.
So you just need 2 more.
There is death, and what comes after death.
That is what the afterlife is for.
Yeah, I got that one. The asylum?
I know we did get one in the asylum.
Yeah, looks like there was 2.
Was it the one down in the basement?
No.
Because I know there was little thingies down in the basement that we looked in the last stream. We were over there.
Oh, I did get this one, okay.
Oh, so that one.
Yeah, it was the baptism. That was one of them that I saw.
This is for all the completionists out there.
Yeah, anyone who's wanting to collect all of these too, that's what I'm doing this for, is to kind of show you what all you can get. Oh, hold on. The Accused? Do I have that one? No.
Where is it at?
Oh. It's in the asylum.
So there was one.
Yeah, there was one in the asylum I missed.
Is it the one in the basement, though?
No.
Okay.
It's before that.
Okay, because I know we looked, and I'm just like thinking to myself, I know I asked that, but it's like, is it? Because we were so sure that there was one down there.
Hold on, did I just... No, this is where I needed to go.
Yep. And yes, it is a little after midnight. This is going to be a little bit of a longer stream, but we're trying to finish the game. After we get the last couple things, the very last mission.
After I find all the side cases, it's going. I'm gonna head to the back to the Salem Museum for the final encounter. You guys can see who the Bell Killer is and
see the end of the game.
To the end of the game. So please bear with me with the searching. I have just wanted to try to do completion of the side stories. We did finish Julia's story, didn't we?
You need one more. We need one more of
one more of Julia's thoughts.
Yep, but we'll get the rest. We'll get these, and then we'll move on to hers.
And then I need one or two more of the Bell Killers. And then that'll be all of the side stories.
Yep.
Alright, so to the asylum. I don't think anybody's ever said that in history, and I'm going the wrong way. I was going back into the graveyard. But I don't think anybody has ever said that in history.
Well, other than the people who run the asylum.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, Joker probably said that because he always likes to go back to Arkham.
Yeah. I was just thinking that unless someone in like, someone for Arkham Asylum. Oh, total different game.
Not just a game. Whole series.
Yeah, total different series. Really awesome series. Batman rules.
Wow, you sound like a total nerd. Like a 5-year-old nerd. Good job.
Alright. I think the asylum is just to the right of the graveyard. I think if I cut through the burning building... I think the asylum's right there, yeah.
Because it's like towards the outskirts of town.
And if any of you are like watching and are sitting there screaming at me because I passed something, let me know in the chat. That's not foreboding at all.
Lightning are the creepy, and I'm still the sleepy.
Are you serious? I know where it is now. Remember when we were facing the demons in the upper area?
Oh, it's upstairs.
Remember I couldn't, like, there was, the area where we saw the symbol, but couldn't...
Well, that's what I was telling you. I thought that was in the basement, though.
No, it's upstairs, because this is the first one we found.
Yeah, because I told you I knew that there was something there.
Yeah.
We couldn't find it, and we were taking too long of time, so we had to just move on.
Hope there's another way for me to get through there. This is going to suck, because there's no way for me to get across that. Oh wait, yes there is.
Poltergeist, and then you can possess the dude. So you just have to wait.
But yeah, I went around the area where this is going to be for a good while after I exorcised the demons in the area, and I could have swore the symbols were telling me that there was something there, but I could not for the life of me find it. That's right, I gotta go all the way around this.
Yep. All around the creepy demon pits.
And there should be... Here you are. Skull. And those of you that missed some of my streams, you might not recognize where we're at, but... At least I can just drop down without worry.
Yeah, but don't hurt the kitty.
Oh, it's more meaning of demons.
Yeah, no, there are no more demons.
But when I say like symbols that I've seen to find where these graffitis are, you see like, if you can see the symbol on the wall here, either on walls or on the ground, and they usually let me know something's real close. Well,
So was it in there?
it was right here.
Ah! See, I knew it was in there the whole time.
Which is the victor, which is the victim? That's interesting.
Now we should just need one more.
Is it just one more?
Yep,
Yep, just one more. Okay, this is still in the hospital. Yeah, I had that one. The gallows. Not the gallows, but the pillory. Wait. Hold the phone. There was quite a few in here.
There's another one in the asylum?
Uh-huh.
So is that where the other one is?
That'd make it easier if I don't have to travel anywhere else. Yep, I don't have it. The ghost doctor's conducting their little research classroom thing. Alright. So if I remember correctly, I remember where this is at. Alright, so that's where that one is. If I remember correctly, that is right here. Yep, okay. Right through the door. Through that one. To that gate. Alright, so through this door, through this door, through here, and remember I saw this, couldn't figure it out?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it ever showed up for me is what it was.
Oh, so it was in the bathroom.
Because it's right here by the door.
There you go.
Got the Codex trophy.
Woohoo.
We each have a twin self in some way. Huh. Alright, so that done. Now let's see. Let's see, which ones do we have? Which there's a lot of them, so. That one. Meet Ronan's parents. Ronan's fedora. I'm missing just one, right?
Yes, just one.
Meeting Ronan's parents. Ronan's fedora. Second time's charm. I wish they were in order. Baxter. Okay, I do have harassed by Baxter. That car tattoo, I have that one too. Did you see Day at the Beach?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yep. No, The Day We Met.
Yep.
Day at the Beach.
Oh, okay.
Ronan pops the question. Yep. Salem feels dangerous. Got it. The Day We Met. I already saw that. Ronan's childhood. Got it. Escorted by a knight.
I don't remember that one.
Yep, escorted by a knight. Got it. Ronan's fedora. Can't stop loving him, and Sanctuary. There's Sanctuary. Can't stop loving him, and Ronan's fedora. So I have those. Visit to the station. Ronan gets his badge, and Ronan's trouble with the law. Visit to the station. Wait. Ronan's trouble with the law. Ronan gets his badge. Okay, I was about to be like, seriously, I've got to go back there again? That was in the police station. Meaning behind cheated death. A stroll through the graveyard. Why Ronan became a cop. New Justice tattoo. Rex on Ronan's record. Smokin' Ronan? Okay, I have that one. Rex on Ronan's record. Stroll through the graveyard. So the new I have both new tattoo ones. Reckless Ronan, got it. And new Rose's tattoo. Meeting behind cheated death. Meaning of the dollar tattoo. Meaning behind cheated death. Have it. Cheated death. A stroll through the graveyard. Why Ronan became a cop. Why Ronan became a cop, okay. Rex on Ronan. Got it. New Rose's tattoo. Hospital support and seeking advice from Rex. Seeking advice from Rex and hospital support. So I got both new Rose's tattoo and new Rose's tattoo. Please don't be. Museum date and Ronan meets Rex. Ronan meets Rex. Museum date. Okay, good. They're not in the museum. It's not in the museum. Okay. Alright, Ronan the Stranger. Ronan the Stranger. Pondering the proposal. Pondering the proposal. Life and After. I think I remember getting that one. Life and After. Fight with Ronan. I don't remember that one. No, Fight with Ronan's there. What's going on? Is the last one maybe something at the end game? Because I don't see anything here. Because I went through this whole thing and it's not here.
Well, we'll just have to leave it then.
Alright, what's the other one? Info about my killer. Is that the last one? I need 2 more of those?
Yeah.
And if these are in-game ones, I can just go and finish the game. Yep. Alright. Witness, view, eyes. News article 3 and 4. Got those. K. Douglas family photo. Got it. K. Douglas cause of death. And witness trauma report. Cause of death and witness trauma report. News article 2. Got it. G. Soderbergh family photo and Baxter's office comment. Official comment. G. Soderbergh family photo and Baxter's official comment. Okay. News article 1 and warning poster. Well, it doesn't look like I have news article 1, so that's 1. Wait, no, there's news article 1 and warning poster. So those are both done. They were just in different positions than the other ones. Missing persons report, status A. Grace, police progress. Status A Grace police progress. And missing persons report. Okay. C. Nelson police progress and C. Nelson police progress. So there's 2 of those? Hold on. There's not another one. That could be one of them. Because I guess there's supposed to be 2 of those.
2 of which one?
C. Nelson police progress. Means I have to go back to the police station.
To the Hollow Station. I think we're kind of...
You think? I guess I should probably check the asylum just in case while I'm here.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to run all the way back.
Spray painted graffiti? This is a cemetery. Pretty sure I have that one. Yeah, spray painted graffiti. Okay. Tabloid 1, Tabloid 2, Tabloid 3, News Article 6, and News Article 5. Tabloid 1, Tabloid 2. So there's a Tabloid Article 3. Got it. News Article 5 and 6. Got them. So all the ones here in the asylum I have. Let's see. Judgment House is Poem 1, Poem 2, Poem 3, Poem 4. Which I have those. Poem 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that checks off the asylum and Judgment House. In the cemetery. So looks like it might be back in the police station that I have to go. Because there's Status A Grace police progress, which I have. C. Nelson police progress, which I have one of. I'm not sure which. There's supposed to be 2. G. Soderbergh police progress. G. Soderbergh police progress. G. Soderbergh personal info. A. Grace personal info. Witness description of clothing. Map of killings, which I know I have that one because I remember that one. At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, map of killings. K. Douglas police progress and K. Douglas personal info. K. Douglas personal info and police progress. There's the missing 2. I'm gonna go double check. Wait, that's the going back the way I came. I know there's another exit out this way. So, unfortunately, gotta go back to the police station to double check something. And otherwise, it might just be endgame stuff, so we might just be heading to endgame soon. I think those are my only two side quests that are not filled in yet. 14 of 14, 7 of 7, 37 of 39, 37 of 38, 2 of 2, 2 of 2, 6 of 6, 23 of 3, 23 of 23, 8 of 8, 25 of 25, and 9 of 9. So, those being the only endgames left, I think there's a shortcut to the police station here. If I'm right, this should be the parking lot by the gas station. Yep. The SOC gas station. And the police station's right here. I know the museum is right there. So it'll be quick and easy endgame if it's down to just those. First floor on a bench in the seating area outside the holding area. So those are the two places I gotta check and see if there's a second one. The last one of each of them might be endgame stuff, but I'm gonna double check this C. Nelson police progress. Okay. So one's supposed to be on a bench. They're both on the first floor, so at least that's
easy to find.
Yeah. Easy to locate. Okay, this is the war room. This is the main cop area. Alright, where's the holding? Okay, this is the holding cells. There's supposed to be one right here on this bench, which I got. The other one is on a table in one of the interrogation rooms.
Yep. And we've lost half the audience. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry it took a little bit, but just trying to do a completion. This is an interrogation room. There's nothing here.
Yeah, there is. There's stuff under the table.
That's part of that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Floor on a table in an interrogation room. Well, according to that picture, it should be... Okay. I keep running through a little too quickly. It's supposed to be this yellow pad.
Okay, so you must have gotten
I've gotten it. So I'm guessing... Sorry for all this trouble, but I'm guessing the last three pieces that I'm looking for are all gonna show up in Endgame, because I've looked them up and I have all of the ones that I can find the information on. So I guess we'll just see what happens on the Endgame, and whoa.
Nope, we found one.
I did find one that I missed.
Aha. Now you have a trophy.
So it was the info about the killer that I didn't see, that I didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was that? But, oh well. At least I got it. So, it was one that was hiding in plain sight. And whoever it is that stuck here with me, you'll have the pleasure of seeing the ending of the game with hopefully all collectibles done, so we'll see if we get a really good ending. Because now I'm just missing one for the killer and one from Julia, Ronan's wife's thoughts. The museum is just this way, so... And I mean, if I end up missing one, I end up missing one, but I'm pretty sure I went through and... Wait, what the... Why does it keep moving? Could have swore it said the museum was like right over there.
Remember, you have to go around to get to it.
See? And now it moved. Again. Because I could have swore... Yeah, I could have swore the museum was back here.
Yeah, see the sign?
Yeah. Oh, here goes. Warning, proceeding to the final encounter will make it impossible to return to Salem. Do you want to continue? Well, considering we double-checked everything and just missing one of each, let's go.
No one deserves to be murdered. And when the psycho trying to kill someone pretends there's some grand justice behind it, that just makes it all the more twisted.
Oh. Someone smashed the door in. Oh, great. More demons. Well, demon pools. You guys ready? You ready?
Joy!
Ronan, help!
Not another step.
Rex?
No, not you, Rex. This has nothing to do with her, Abigail.
Oh, but it does. For 300 years, we have executed the witches who corrupt our fair city.
Down there. Let's go.
Those who try to mask their demonic contract and leverage powers they should never possess.
Just like you have.
Don't you dare compare me to her!
Easy, easy. Put your hands up!
Help!
Don't do anything stupid.
Hands up! Stop what you're doing. Hands up! Do it now!
Abigail, stop!
Yeah, she possessed the other cops and killed them.
Rex, you piece of shit. What are you doing? Not now. This was
So
you.
she can summon those things.
I want you getting closer to the truth.
Ronan, do something!
Hold tight, kid. I'm on my way.
What can we do?
Go, it's timed.
What am I supposed to do? Shiz.
Like, actually read.
Finding witness. Possible target. Oh wait, I know what it is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yes.
Powerful scream.
Abigail.
You gotta go.
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
You have to stop her.
How?
And you died. You lost.
No! No!
Joy!
Great job. Everyone joins to see you fail. Yay! Round of applause. I gotta start all over. And I don't
Joy!
think you can skip.
Ronan, help!
Not
No.
another step.
Sorry, people. You'll just have to watch when we post it on YouTube.
It's over, Abigail.
This is mine. You just have to do something. I don't think you can possess him, though.
I can't. What the hell?
No! No! No!
Joy!
And failure again. Sorry, people.
Oh. Why no prompt came up when I did that the first time?
It's over, Abigail.
Dude, it's right there. It's right there. It popped up for a second. There you go.
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No.
You scourge of Salem. It is time to pay for your sins!
This can't be happening. You want to use memories against me? Two can play at that game.
I know the truth about your death, but I still don't know the truth about mine.
Did you use Rex to kill me?
Did you use Rex to kill me?
Rex was my most influential. The most respected, the most feared official in town. Of course I did.
How could Rex have done it? Rose's killer had blue eyes.
I didn't use the same killer for every murder.
Baxter. Why did you kill Baxter?
I eventually kill all the killers I use. Especially the ones who get close to the truth.
I wasn't close to the truth in the apartment. I wasn't one of your killers. Why did I have to die?
Uh-oh. What a twist. We end up being one.
I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't. How could I? You made me kill her. If I'm going out, you're coming with me.
Yep. Took so many centuries to put her away. No, she's just down there.
We all got a dark side, sometimes obvious, sometimes not. If we're lucky, we keep our dark side hidden. By law, Rex was a killer. But the law doesn't always see the truth. Fortunately, Joy did. And she would never press charges. She might even help Rex cover his tracks. One thing's for certain. She's a better person than I was at that age. A kid who deserves forgiveness. She's paid her dues. And committing a few small crimes, searching for your mom, well, even the coldest cops would forgive those.
Mom!
Hasn't been a Bell killer murder since the night Abigail met her final end. But the case never officially closed. But memories fade, time heals. With luck, Salem will move on and find peace. Death repays debts, my father always said. Forever I believe that. But truth be told, this life ain't over until you're honest about what you owe. Set everything right. Settle your debts. Only then can you move on.
Ronan?
And that's the end, folks. What a twist.
I wonder if there's anything after this.
No, we'll just let it play through the credits. May as well. Enjoy
Well,
this
hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna let the credits roll through and see if there's anything extra at the end.
But yep, in the end, everyone was the killer.
In the end, it was a ghost that was the killer. Ghost using people to kill people who could see ghosts.
Yep.
Guess that kind of makes sense. Kind of make sure people can't see her doing things.
I know. I remember when I first played through it, that ending was just like, oh my god,
Because
huge plot twist.
you don't think anything of it, because you
No.
just see this little girl playing in the little playground
Well,
area.
originally, I thought, you know, after everything, that, you know, before the final end, I thought, oh yeah, it's definitely Baxter. Gotta be Baxter. And then we find him dead, and it's like, wait.
Oh, it's not Baxter, and the Bell Killer killed him, so who's the Bell Killer?
Yeah.
And you don't think it's Rex, because Rex is...
Well, because you also see him, like, later after she depossesses him, like, at the scene of the crime and everything.
Yeah.
So you don't... Totally not suspicious.
Yeah, because
of
he's
him at
right
all.
there at our body, like, after he kills us.
Yeah, but then again, if you think about it, it's like, how would he have got there so fast? So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff leading up to it that it does throw you for a loop. So then when you get to the final end, like, you don't really see it now. Some of you may have.
Yeah.
Like, some of you may be like, yeah, it's that little ghost girl. I know it. But...
I mean, some of her graffiti was interesting, and
but
it was
yeah.
more talking about the witch trials, of course.
But it's just very interesting. So, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's a copycat killer. It's like, no, it was the same killer.
Over centuries of time.
Centuries of time. But one thing I still don't fully understand is why. Like...
Well, she was going after mediums even back when
Well, yeah,
she
when
was
she was
alive
alive,
and
but
calling
it's-
them witches.
But it's like, why? And then she was locked up. And then, like,
She was locked up, and she was locked up because she kept telling the judge, this person's a witch, do that. And then he finally found out that these are actually innocent people that she was choosing, and he turned on her, and the family is just...
And accused her as a witch.
Well, it was her sins of killing all of these...
No, at the end, he accused her of being a witch. So, it's just like, But it's like, why would she still, like, just go after mediums other than just being malevolent?
Other than
Who knows?
her thinking it was justice, because to her, they were always witches.
I don't know. There's a little bit loose ends there that I would like to know more of personally. Or to, you know, with all that, because, like, dang, that's an evil, evil little girl.
But yeah, thanks, guys, for watching the ending. I know a couple of you caught right about in good timing just about when I got to the ending.
Yep.
Of course, you saw me fail a couple times because no real prompts until I got right up on Abigail. And
Walked through her and nothing came up, so I don't know if it was just a little bit of a bug or what.
Trying to see if there's any special ending for getting everything.
Yeah, because we're still missing 2 things. So,
Because I know once this is completed, I know from when you played it, when we go into the save file, we'll just be right before the ending encounter.
Yeah.
So then we can see if we did get all of the final clues, and if anything opens up then.
Like, if we, if once the credits are over and everything, and we don't get the last 2 things, I don't think we'll probably stream.
If anything, I may look up, find, like, where they are, and just maybe do, like, a short little cut of it. But that would be more posted on my YouTube channel, because it would probably just be a quick little recording cut.
Yeah. Because, I mean, probably don't want to watch us, like, run around just to find those last 2 things.
Not to mention, I'd have to start a whole nother save file, because there's no way to leave back into it after this.
No, so that's probably not something we'll go all the way through.
But I have a feeling it's going to be, like, it had to have been, the last thing must have been seeing her at the end, because you heard her call him, and he turned around and saw her again.
Yeah, so we'll just see.
But we'll see.
These are dang long credits.
And there's no way for me to speed it up.
Like, good lord, this is like Lord of the Rings credits long.
Oh, I can. Oh, there was a way for me to speed it up. I was like, wait, it stopped it.
Yeah, y'all don't need to look at all those people. So you don't need to know who all they are.
Just trying to speed it up to see if there's anything after the credits. Because I believe when you did it the last time, it said something about having to complete his life or something.
I don't remember because it's been that long since I played the game.
Used with Autodesk. See a lot of stuff with Autodesk lately. Well, there's the last credit. We'll see.
No.
Oh, no, looks like it's just from the beginning, but let me log into my file and see if I continue. Let's see if it fills in those. If not, well, I have no idea where they are.
They always make one or two that are either A, really hard to find, oh crap, or B, they're so easy that you miss them. Nope, you're still missing one, and one of hers.
And still one of hers.
Yeah.
Well, dang it. Well, I guess that's as close as we're gonna get this complete. If we do ever play the game again, if anything, I may just post the perfect ending of me doing the ending. But hope you guys enjoyed my stream though, and
catch you another time.
Catch you guys another time, another stream. Catch you later.